Hi guys, we are live with DeFi Kings, and we have a very special guest today. We have AJ from EMP Money. I am so happy you're on with us today.
Thanks, brother. Happy to be here.
I just want to make sure you and Alex are both in Florida. You guys are doing good, right? You can tell the folks out there how you
For
doing.
sure. Yeah, man. No, we got really lucky again. Just some minor flooding, and yeah, Alex, everything's good on your end too, right, bro?
Yeah, the storm has passed us by. We got a lot of wind and rain and some downed trees on the farm, but nothing we couldn't handle, and all of the animals and humans are safe.
And the humans. So your game preserve is good, right?
Our animal sanctuary is good, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't hunt them there. Sorry.
Oh no!
I'm trying to hunt the animals, but he won't let me.
Dang.
The only thing we hunt here are the poachers.
We're just messing around with you, man. No, he runs a wonderful animal sanctuary. You're doing good work, man. You're doing good work. The animals are safe.
Thank you.
AJ, this is Brando. He is our resident Degen trader.
Awesome. Good to see you, Brando. Yeah.
Likewise, AJ. Finally, nice to put a face to you, man.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. And nice to finally see you shirtless. I love it. Yeah.
It's world famous.
Yes.
We actually don't know what Brando looks like with a shirt.
That's true. I've never seen Brando with a shirt on. And AJ, Brando's one of the first people that actually told me about you and EMP. So a couple months ago, he told me in passing, I need to check you guys out. I need to meet you at some point. And then,
Amazing.
Things happened. We ended up, meeting anyways.
Yeah, we did that. And that video you and I did, man, it's still blowing up. It's got like 15,000 views. So yeah,
it's still getting more views. Yeah. So
Alex,
I'm excited.
Since I linked you up, I need some of that commission or something. You know?
I know, Brando. I'm gonna have to give you some commission, bro. Brando's killing it.
Hey,
He's
Brando's
an
always
emperor,
talking
and you
about
don't even know it.
I've been in EMP since Genpool, so you know.
Right on, man. Yes.
Yeah. I played around, got in, got out, got in, got out. You know, I dance. You know, but
for sure,
everybody knows me as a swing trader or whatever. But you know, when I can make money, I make money. So no harm towards the protocol or whatever. But you know,
no doubt,
it's definitely a lucrative business.
When EMP approached me, I already had Brando as like a reference for you guys, and I took that, I weigh that heavily. So I'm like, okay, yeah, Brando says these guys check out. You guys are cool, and obviously you're very popular and everything.
Yes, the Brando seal of approval, right? I love it. Yeah.
So you guys all need
I like to.
You guys all need to listen to Lady Boss Nat. She says, hit the like button, subscribe, share, and hit the bell so you never miss out. So thank you, Lady Boss. So this is why I'm so interested in having you on, AJ, is because EMP is doing something that no one else is doing. You have the detonator, now you have the generator, and you're now selling it as a service. And beyond anything else, you guys are innovating in ways that we never thought a tomb fork should innovate. I want to know who came up with these ideas. Did you come up with these ideas? Who came up with these ideas?
For sure, Dao King. So yeah, bro, we have been working on this project for years. I mean, again, we've only been launched about 7 months now, 8 months. I mean, I lose track in crypto. But yeah, I mean, I have built some amazing relationships. And I've always been so intrigued with the tomb fork model. But as we've seen, especially in a bear market, the model can really struggle, especially in terms of peg and people not really understanding how, it's almost healthy to be below peg. I mean, obviously, you don't want to lose peg, permanently. But so we built these things on top of the platform that, like you said, really innovated on the tomb fork model. And we say that we're not really a tomb fork. We're like the entire dinner plate. So yeah, and the two big things were detonator, and now, well, not only, so again, it gets a little confusing here, but we have detonator, we have Reactor, and now we have Generator as well. So Detonator and Reactor are the two contracts within our protocol. Detonator is the OG. It's an ROI contract that me and my developer Jake. It's really his baby, Jake. But we built on the game theory. We've innovated again over the last 2 years on what worked for other ROI contracts in terms of gamification and taxes, and we really made it our own. And now we're seeing the power of Detonator come to life. I mean, Detonator could have been its own project, like its own standalone project, but the fact that we built it on top of a seniorage model makes it even more powerful. So we started with Detonator. Again, at the high point, I think there was like, I don't want to say almost 10 million in TVL or locked liquidity when
Wow.
ETH was like $3,000 or pushing $4,000. Now, again, based on LPs, the pool balance is still really healthy. But we're about just over 3 million in dollar value just because the market has been shit. But so yeah, I mean, Detonator really proved how powerful it is, and it is like really the number one solution to provide deep locked liquidity to protocols without offering additional LP incentives. Because usually, in order to get a lot of LP, either the protocol has to provide it themselves by buying it and supplying it, or they have to really incentivize users to provide liquidity. And usually they do that in some sort of secondary token, like we see in Tomb Forks with the share token, or they do it with their own native token, which adds a ton of sell pressure on the native token. But really, with these Detonator contracts, you get the best of both worlds. The incentive is in the contract itself through the lottery and the largest deposit prizes, but you're not having to give additional LP rewards to incentivize people to lock up that liquidity. So Detonator was the OG. Reactor is our eShare BNB or the share token version, and then Generator is our first Detonator as a service, which is with Splinterlands, which is a giant play to earn game. And we were able to lock about $300,000 of new liquidity. It wasn't just old liquidity migrating over. This is brand new liquidity within like 7 days. So it just shows the power of these contracts. And now moving forward, we're going to offer this service as a software as a service to other protocols that want to lease it out from us. And then that is pure revenue for EMP and how we're going to finally recover PEG and then stay recovered after. So yeah, that's a high level overview. Yeah.
What AJ, what do you plan on doing with the revenue that's acquired from, say, other protocols that invest in the Detonator? Or
yeah, Brando, great question. Yeah. So we have a two-pronged approach. We have a licensing fee, which again, depending on the market cap of the protocol, it's anywhere from $10,000 up to $100,000, and that's an EMP alone. So, meaning you have to buy EMP and pay in the form of EMP, which puts massive buying pressure on the PEG token, and then we get anywhere from 2% to 4% of all the incoming deposits as the fee basically of running the contract, because all this is closed source and we host the contracts on our platform. So we're also sort of an escrow service, which adds to people not being able to rug their own LP because we own the LP for them. So that's another bonus. It gives investors confidence. And so, yeah, and we also have a partnership with Chainlink. So we use their random VRF, the verifiable randomness oracle. And so we pay for all that. We pay for hosting. So there are expenses that come with it. And that's where the 4%, 2 to 4% fees come into play. But to answer your question, Brando, sorry, I'm getting off topic here, but yeah, we take those fees, the 4% fee, and then in this case of Splinterlands, they actually allow us to spend EMP in their ecosystem. So we hold the SPS that we get. We actually don't sell it, and then we're able to do a protocol to protocol swap, basically over the counter. So it doesn't have selling pressure on either of our native tokens. But the beauty of transacting an LP is that we can break the LP and take the BNB or the ETH side as our profit, and then those funds will be used to buy back and burn EMP, or when we are finally at PEG, that will be used to create new LP to bolster Detonator and Generator. So, and that's another thing that, everybody says, well, isn't this a glorified Ponzi? And it's like, not really, because there's always new revenue being deposited into these contracts, that it doesn't require new users to realize your profit. So
yeah, just like how you guys do the whole ad banner on the
exactly,
site.
yeah, Brando, you got it, bro. So that was our first monetization loop, and yeah, I mean we've had protocols pay up to $100,000 just for that ad, the banner ad, let alone their own detonator as a service. So yeah, and that's a big thing, man. I've been around crypto a long time. I've been in crypto for about 7 years, full time for about 5 years, and any protocol that doesn't have revenue streams is going to have a really hard time sustaining. I mean, there's only so much,
especially in the bear market.
yes, brother, especially in the bear market. There's only so much user growth that you can have. And yeah, especially in a bear market, you said it perfect. We're seeing it right now. But if you have revenue streams, then you're able to withstand any market conditions.
So,
Right.
so AJ, there was a great video from Crypto Talk from Thomas G out on you guys a couple days ago, and he's
Totally.
been invested in you guys for a long time. He had like over $100,000 in LPs, which on his screen, I was shocked. He has so much money. And,
No way! I didn't know Thomas G was balling out like that.
Oh, Thomas G rolls like 6 to 7 figures. Oh, don't
Totally.
mess around.
Dude,
Oh,
what?
yes.
No
Thomas G was one of the first guys. I gotta have Thomas G on the show. People don't know
Yeah.
how hard Thomas G rolls. So Thomas
we
G,
go way back. I actually met Thomas in Splinterlands. Go talk about full circle. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and some more alpha too. I'll let you get to that. Sorry, Dao King, but so he was actually one of our original team members,
Oh,
and
what?
there was man. So we did. We had him involved in the very beginning. There was a little bit of internal drama. We're all over that now. But yeah, he was. That's one of the reasons, again, that he does have a large bag, and he really, has even invested more after not being part of the team. And now, again, he's come full circle and super supportive. I mean, he's one of our largest investors now, and very healthy in the protocol. So yeah, sorry, go ahead, Dao King. Just giving a little more alpha. Yeah.
No, it's great. I love hearing this stuff. I mean, it's great. But Alex doesn't know that Thomas G was one of the first guys to get into hacks early
Yep.
on.
Yes,
Oh,
totally.
okay.
I
Because I've been
believe
watching his videos lately, and I've really been enjoying his YouTube videos.
Really good.
I don't know his history at all, though. I haven't gone that far back.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Hex did like 5,000x or 10,000x. I mean, crazy.
Yeah,
So you can
like-
just imagine every dollar that you have in Hex becoming like bags of money. It doesn't take much,
crazy.
like it is crazy.
Basically, what he's saying is, Alex, you're late to a lot of good protocols.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like
for sure.
like EMP. Like I killed it in EMP. Like from Genpool, I think Genpools were like in February. Like I was literally sleeping on the couch with my laptop,
Yeah.
like compounding half, selling half, selling half, compounding half, selling half, compounding half. And my wife's like, "What are you doing up? It's 4 a.m."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Babe, you don't understand. This thing is printing like hotcakes." You know?
Dude,
And
that's
honestly,
wild.
I sold eShare cheap. When
Yeah.
I finally got out, it was in March. I got out early,
You did.
and
You
then
got
and
early.
then I didn't get back in until like the end of April. And
Yeah,
I had to buy back in higher than what I was in before.
totally. And
And
eShare ran up to like $3,000
yeah,
per eShare. It's insane. Yeah.
yeah. And
From
that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, even with Base, back in the day, like Base, everyone's like, oh, you exited earlier. I'm like, I was in mad profit. Like, I'm going to get out. I thought I was going to get another dip. I bought in at 5. It ran to 8. Yeah, I still made a good profit margin, but if I just held from fucking $500 a share to $8,000 a share, I would have made a killing, you know? And the market is hard to predict. And the one thing about EMP, I don't, I'm not really familiar with the whole, what do you call it? You guys are on, what's the other app besides Discord?
Oh, Discord.
Telegram?
I'm sorry,
Telegram.
Telegram. So
Yeah.
AJ was always on Telegram, always super active on Telegram. I'm like, I don't understand this Telegram. I'm not computer smart. My wife's like, no, it's super easy. You can figure it out. Like, just spend some time and you'll get Telegram. And like, honestly, I still get more notifications on Telegram about AJ talking on Telegram than he is
Yeah.
in Discord.
Totally. I'm guilty, bro. I have an amazing group that runs our Discord, but I'm a Discord noob, bro. I can't unless I'm talking to Dao King or Hillbilly or Alex. Like I'm barely on Discord. But yeah, that's my
Yeah.
inner Degen shining through because all the Degen moves are on Telegram. So yeah, yeah, totally.
That's what I
So
hear.
when I needed alpha, so I'm on Discord, like, okay, and everything's like super delayed on Discord. But if I had Telegram up, like AJ's like da 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 da.
Yeah,
I'm like,
totally.
why is it not on Discord yet?
Yeah.
What people don't understand about EMP Money and AJ is that he does a live like show every day on Telegram
Yes.
to inform people, and it's like an hour or two long. I mean, you basically make everyone else in this space look lazy.
Right on, Dao King.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. No, we've been super fortunate. I have my co-host, Bull Gates. He keeps me going, bro. If I didn't have a co-host, it'd be really hard to do it every day. But yeah, and really the whole community now. We get guest speakers. One of our other team members, LA, Joe, a guy named Joe, PV Trader. So yeah, we get a whole bunch of guest speakers. But yeah, man, we've been going live for like there she is, Crypto Babe. That's LA. She's our yeah.
300,000? You
Yeah.
get 300,000 messages per week.
So yeah, yes, yeah, it's insane, bro. We are
How's
on
that
there.
even possible? Lame
Yeah.
Hillbilly, how many you got for Frozen Walrus?
I don't use Telegram.
I don't even think Frozen Walrus is on Telegram. That's why I said like AJ,
we
like
do
with
have a Telegram,
Telegram,
I just
is
don't
the
push
first
it.
protocol that made me get Telegram.
Right on, man. Well, there it is. There's the secret sauce. You gotta have a Telegram, bro. Yeah, there you go, Hillbilly. No,
So
it's
there
true.
you go.
It's yeah.
So
It's
Lame
all
Hillbilly, do you do daily, AMAs like AJ does?
I did for about a week and a half.
You did for a week and a half.
I actually do know the commitment it takes to do it.
It's a commitment.
well, hey, the fact that Hillbilly does any AMAs, hats off to you, bro. Again, I know, that's another thing. It's like some of these protocols that have millions in TVL, like they don't try hard at all. It just blows my mind. So yeah, hats off to you, Hillbilly. You know I love you, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I try to make YouTube content. I've been doing a lot more recently, and
You're good. He's
a
great YouTuber.
I talked to AJ. It's funny because I talked to AJ after the LC debacle, and me and him were both like, "Dude, these protocol owners don't give a fuck. Like none of them care. There's just this slimy sense to every protocol owner that we were rubbing elbows with, and we were like, I think we might be some of the only two left. And we started talking a while after that, and of course we've built some together. We've talked a lot, and it's just I really like AJ, and I think he's a hell of a worker. He grinds, and I think we honestly view our protocols very similar, especially our community members. and how we see, like, we try and always protect them, or we try and always find the right way out to make, our investors whole. And it comes at a tax of our mental health for sure.
It's
Totally,
difficult.
bro. Yeah, and it is a grind. I mean, again, I love it. I get up. It's why I get up in the morning for sure. But it's a lot of work, and we're always, putting in the work behind the scenes. And I think sometimes as the ones that aren't as involved day to day, they don't really see a lot of that. And that's something we're struggling with internally right now, is that we just got to get better about messaging it. I mean, again, a lot of people don't have the time to go to an AMA or listen to a recording on Telegram. And we've tried to do pop-ups on our new UI. We did a whole brand new UI from the ground up. It's badass if you haven't seen it. But there's a bunch of little tooltips on that. But even that, like, people don't want to read. So we're really trying to figure out how to, be even more transparent and more in people's faces. Because once people realize, what we have going on, and this goes for Hillbilly too, like, any of these protocols that are still building in the bear market, like, that is what, and we say it a lot in our AMAs, but you want to invest in teams, not necessarily projects.
That's
so
great.
that's really, it's so important.
Hey, Dao King, how long have we been saying invest in a team, docs, KYC, and are in front of everything? I mean, Alex can vouch for this as well. Like, I've been saying this for months.
Unless what? Unless it's 100 days?
I got out early, so.
I got most of my bag out too, but.
I mean,
Well,
I told Lame
owners.
Lame Hillbilly about AJ.
Yeah, he did.
Man, Brando, you're gonna be you need a job. You could be on our PR team, man. I love it. He's spreading the
I
good word
literally
everywhere,
told
bro.
Lame Hillbilly's like, I've never heard of EMP, and I'm like, dude, if you like ETH, this is a great exposure with EMP and the ETH. Like, I literally got, last time I got it, like 22 cents or 23 cents. It ran up to like 49 cents, and I'm like,
what is PEG on the EMP token? What do you need to hit PEG?
Yeah, so the last calculation I did, I think we need to be at about 32 cents. And we're at about 19 or 20 right now.
You're
so,
pretty good.
Yeah.
You're really
Overall,
good.
overall, and that's the other thing. Again, a lot of these other Doom forks, they're even, and I hate to use their name, but Grape. I mean, we love Grape. I think they are doing some development. I mean, but even them, they're at like 0.25 peg, and a lot of us are struggling really hard. So yeah, our community, I mean, I get it every day, just like all the rest of us. When peg. But even our peg is still fairly healthy when you look at the overall conditions and how peg or how Tomb forks have been holding up for sure.
So let's say I'm new to EMP and I'm looking to get into it. It could be a little confusing for new people. They see the generator, they see the reactor, they see the detonator, they see the LPs, they see the share tokens. They're like, going, what is going on here? This is insanity.
Totally, bro. Yeah.
What do you recommend? Do you recommend they get an LP of some EMP to start farming there, and maybe then take some of those E-shares? Because the E-shares aren't printing. Do you do anything with the E-shares? Can you put them somewhere? Like, what do you recommend?
Yeah, no doubt, Dao King. So this has been, the number one, problem that we've been trying to solve. And again, it comes with the territory, and I'm even guilty of like over complicating things. Like, I've been in DeFi 24/7 for 5 years. So to me, it's a second language, but to somebody else, it's like, what the fuck, like really overwhelming. So we're trying to bridge that gap. And one of the major things we did was our academy. So we were one of the first protocols to do a dedicated academy. And we actually just relaunched the academy about 2 weeks ago. Well, maybe a month ago now. God, time flies. But anyway, when we updated the UI, we had to redo our whole academy anyway. But really, that was the whole goal in that. I mean, it's about 90 minutes to go through from beginning to end. And, that really explains everything that you would need to know. It's completely free. and that will really help you know what is an LP. How do I open my MetaMask? Like it goes that basic.
wow.
And then to the end point being, what is the best strategy in Reactor, or what is the best strategy in Detonator? So we spread the whole gamut. And to answer your question though, just while we're talking here, I mean, we really, again, we've always said and we always will say that the ETH EMP LP is really where you want to start. And depending on your risk tolerance, if you're more risk averse, where you need access to your capital, then obviously just stay in the farms. But if you're a little bit less, in need of that money, or more risk tolerant, then go right into Detonator, because it is essentially the same thing, only that those LPs are locked up. So but really, Detonator is paying about double what the farms are.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
But you pay a tax to get into Detonator, right?
Yeah, so you pay a tax to get in, but so it's a 10% tax on the way in. 4% goes right to the treasury, and 6% goes to everybody that's already in the contract. But you're able to get that tax back, within days through not only the daily burst, but the instant reward. So a lot of people don't remember that there are instant rewards. And so instant rewards happen, again, a lot at the end of the day too, when people are trying to snipe for the largest deposit, and that is a big deal, because everybody says, well, Detonator is only between 0.4 and 0.5% daily. Well, that alone is still pretty good on a sustainable project, but then it could be up to another 0.1 or 0.2% from those instant rewards that you're getting every time new capital enters. So yeah, there's a lot of math that is hard to convey, and we do the best we can through the UI. But a lot of those rewards, we don't know what they're going to be, because they're based on volume, and so you just have to kind of be in Detonator to really see the rewards.
What's left of the ROI on the Detonator?
So say that one more time, Brando.
What's left on the ROI on the Detonator currently on the original contract?
So I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. So what's left in the pool?
Yeah. So the ROI was originally on the original contract like 365 days.
Yes, brother. So, and I'm so glad you brought this up. So that is another thing that gets really confusing. So a lot of times people associate ROI with APR, and those are two totally different things. So the ROI is still, even to this day, 365%. So that when we say your ROI is 365, that means that is the maximum amount that you can pull out of the contract before your rewards stop. So typically, it's more of a governor and it allows you to not drain the contract completely.
Correct.
So that is still 365, and it always will be 365, and that's why we always, and in the academy we go over this big time, but that's why we always encourage you to compound at least more than you claim, because if you're always compounding at least more than you claim, then you never hit your ROI ever. So you can literally turn it into a passive income machine for as long as there is funds in the contract. And so
you're
again,
saying like a 2-to-1 on the claim versus compound, or like 3-to-1? So I'm just trying to inform more users
no, totally,
of the
brother.
ROI.
Yep. So again, the best way of what we recommend is a 5-2 or a 6-1. So that means compounding 5 days a week, and claiming 2 days a week, or compounding 6 days a week and claiming 1 day a week. And so it really turns it into a paycheck that you would get, at a job, but you're just pushing a few buttons. And if all of us did that, not only would that be the most sustainable for the contract, but it's also the most profitable for you as the investor, because through compound interest, you're always able to stay, ahead of the dilution, Because what
And,
happens?
and
Yeah.
the other thing, AJ, that you might want to point out to the users. So another thing that I noticed
For
is
sure.
that if you go to the site, so every time you go to the site to hit claim or compound, the sponsored sites on your guys' website, you guys get a little bit of a kickback, right?
Exactly. Yeah, bro. Totally. And I mean, there's about 4,000, almost 5,000 people in Detonator. And we're getting like 10 times that in daily traffic on the sites.
It's
And
great.
these are, yeah, and these are
That's
people that are,
insane.
yeah,
That's
bro.
insane.
And these are qualified buyers,
Yeah.
meaning like
Investors,
right,
actual
exactly.
investors.
Actually investors
No,
in
I use
DeFi
MetaMask.
ready to go that use MetaMask. I mean, you can't get a more qualified, again, I say it in terms of the real world, but yeah, qualified buyers, qualified investors. So yeah, and it's massive. And again, the people that have spent 100 grand, they've seen it pay off for them. I mean, Liquid Capital is a great example. They didn't pay us, but I mean, we drove what almost $400,000 of pre-sale investment into that. So the proof is in the pudding. Even
Well,
though that didn't
I
end
saw the
well.
buys. I mean, I tried to front run you a couple of times, AJ. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, yeah, Brando. Hell yeah, man. Hell, I love it. So yeah, no, and it is, bro. We're so robust at EMP, and we could spend 4 more hours, talking about everything, and now cover half. And so really internally, we're trying to put together a better marketing structure that really gets it as simple as possible. Because again, even though people are DeFi users, this is like cutting edge DeFi, and Hillbilly, you know the struggle, bro. Like it's hard to really get people to wrap their heads around the Tomb Fork model.
Yeah, I just talked about that recently. That these protocols and like some of the things that people like sell as a service, even Reactor or the LMS or whatever it is, it's only as good as the education behind it, because these contracts are so insanely complicated. And if if you're not educating the community behind it that's about to invest in it, it likely will always go on the worst case scenario. And obviously EMP does an amazing job at educating their community. So,
Man, these comments are hilarious. Someone said Seifu #1. Come on, bro. Come on, dude.
He's dead, bro.
Yeah.
So there was one question in the comments. I don't know why they want your opinion on it. I don't know. It could be a setup question. I'm not sure. But they said, ask AJ what he thinks of stable fund. What do you think of stable fund?
why is that being discussed so much?
Oh man, they set me up, bro. They set me
Oh, did
up.
they set you
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
Okay.
they set me up, Dao King. No,
Okay.
no doubt, man. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, whatever I say here, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. But we're definitely, I'm aware of them, and I again, take this for what it's worth. But I really, bots are such a double-edged sword. I mean, they can work in the fact that they're hands off, they're non-emotional. But if something goes wrong, there is no way to get to it fast enough. Like once it's code, like it's hands off. So again, I don't know. I stay in my little, again. EMP is giving me the best returns out of almost everything I'm involved in. The only other protocol that again everybody knows is Splinterlands. I mean, that's how we were able to get this partnership. Is I'm an OG whale over there as well. But I like to focus on things that have been proven. So yeah.
AJ, how many vested tokens does the team get per day? I already know the answer, but I'm just going to educate the community as far as what you guys claim on the vested contract as far as tokens that you guys get per day. I know a lot of other protocols get 10, 15 tokens per day. Something that stood out to me with EMP was the amount of tokens that you guys claim per day on the vested contract. So maybe you can educate the community a little bit about how many tokens you guys get or you can sell per day.
Totally. So yeah, we again, a lot like other protocols, we don't have to take our profit in the native asset. And this was like really one of the major reasons why I gravitated to a tomb model, because typically in every DeFi project, the only way developers or teams are taking profit is by selling the native asset. And it's like that whole concept is just so ridiculous to me. Is because it's like you're literally shitting on your entire community, that way. So, and again, I mean, vested schedules are different. If you're taking profit when it can handle that, then that's a wholly different comparison. But it's one of the major reasons why most DeFi projects fail, is because devs get greedy and they dump too early. So anyway, but to answer your question, Brando, again, I'm on my soapbox tonight. But so I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even really claim my allocation, but I think we get like, I want to say like 10 tokens a week, so it works out to be less than 1 token per team member per day. So it's really a lot less. And now with eShare, and that's an eShare, so we don't take it in EMP. Again, we did our our early rounds a lot different than most protocols, where we had again through those Genesis pools. That the later end was open to the public, which I know you were in, Brando. But in the very beginning, we had the team members participate in the Genesis rounds, and so they had the majority of EMP, which
Right.
again we never dumped on anybody. So, and to this day, the original team members have the majority of all those holdings. So yeah, and we only get paid in eShare. Again, we do take some fees out of Detonator and Reactor through that 4% entry fee that go to the dev
Team
and
holding.
paying,
Yeah.
and paying for our hosting and
Development and all
yeah,
that stuff.
exactly, totally. So
Exactly.
yeah, there's creative ways
There,
that we do
it's a
take
lot
profit.
different than like I try to explain to people. Like I explained to Alex at the beginning, like when I first told him about EMP, and I said they're a little different than everybody else, and he's like, "What makes them so different?" I'm just like, if you just look at their vested tokens, he's like, "How do you know about their vested tokens?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Dude,
just
I've
look.
been in there since Genpool," and he's like, "But how do you know they're not like dumping on their investors?" And I'm like, "They've never dumped ever."
Yep,
And
totally.
he's like,
Well, and all the wallets that are doxed, I mean, you're going to see the on-chain data. So yeah,
yeah,
it's
everything's
yeah,
on the blockchain.
yeah,
And that's what I told Alex. I was like, everything's on the blockchain, bro. Like, I'm like, if you're an ETH believer, like I even told Dao King, I'm like, dude, I'm at 1025 or whatever, 1028 ETH. That's what we bought at. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking go buy some fucking EMP. I'm gonna let this shit fucking print. And he's like, what do you mean EMP? I think Dao King even asked me, he's like, what is EMP? I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
you
an
guys were under the
OG.
radar for a while, man. Like for
Yeah,
some reason, I was covering like Snowy Owl. But
yeah,
like,
it's the OG Tomb Fork. And I'm like, how do you guys not know about this? And I
yeah,
mean, even Lane Hillbilly's like EMP.
EMP.
Like,
Right.
I'm like, everybody could ask me like, what are you doing? Where are you investing? I'm like, I'm in EMP. And they're
yeah,
like, what
man.
is EMP?
Well, and maybe that's why we got away with. I mean, we were printing above peg for like 50 days straight. It was absolutely insane, and maybe that's why. Maybe we're not on the radar of all the tomb guys just fucking draining everything. But yeah, so yeah, right, shots fired, Brando. Shots fired.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, hey, I gotta take profit where there's profit to be made. But I mean, I'm still a long term investor. Like
No,
I'm
I know,
looking for
brother.
another entry.
You are not a long-term investor.
I
Blasphemy.
am. I've been in EMP. I bet I was an investor in EMP from February until last month. I think I messaged Lame Hillbilly and Alex, and I said, you know what, I'm out. And I sold at 48, 49 cents or whatever. But you know, my entry was like 22 cents. But at the
Well,
same time,
yeah.
like if I can get ETH back down to like $1,000, I'm gonna be another investor.
Totally.
Right.
Well, and that's what we're seeing now. I mean, I think I just got a message today from one of our ETH whales, because we had a contract as well that rewarded just straight ETH in, straight ETH out, where we were using that ETH to pair up with the EMP in our own treasury, and we were fully transparent about all this to form our own eShare token, and we thought, again, had the bear market not happened, that contract would still be printing, and
It
even
was fucking moon.
yeah, and the contract we paid out everybody, and that's another thing. Like, we have never made a promise or made a commitment that we did not follow through on, and I can say that 100% to this day. But my point to that is that yeah, a lot of ETH whales, pulled out when the market went to hell. But today, again, I just got a message that the whales are circling again. So I think that we could see a lot more incoming volume, and that on top of all the revenue streams, and even an MDB. That was another one. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with MDB. We have an awesome relationship with them, and they're actually going to be investing into the protocol, into our protocol EMP, as a revenue stream for themselves, which again is huge. I mean, what other protocols are using another protocol as a revenue stream? I mean, that's us. It's been amazing. So yeah, there's a ton of volume that's just waiting to re-enter.
Well, just with the detonator, and all those other, reactor and all those, just to sell those rights to other protocols,
for sure,
is huge for EMP.
So
yeah.
AJ, this is really important. Brando has never talked so much to
I love it
ever on the show.
Right on, Brando. Oh, I hope it's not the Bush talking, but yeah.
That is Bush Light. But you can ask every person here. You can go back to Dao King's chat months ago, and I was telling everybody to pair their ETH. I told Dao King, get your ETH cheap. Remember, $9.90, $1,025. We bought ETH, and I said pair it with EMP, and everyone's like, "What's EMP?"
Well,
everybody asked me, "What is EMP?" Lame Hillbilly asked me. Alex asked me. They said, "What is EMP?" I said, "You guys don't know about EMP." I sent them the link. EMP.money. Here we go. Like, I've been balls deep in EMP since the beginning.
We know. You've been doing it, man.
I love
my
it.
question to you, AJ, is can any project outside of DeFi use the detonator in any way, or is it only for like DeFi projects?
Yeah, Dao King, bro. Oh my God, what an amazing question. Somebody please clip this because I love it. So that is the beauty of Detonator as a service, is that it will be beneficial to any crypto project, not just DeFi. So, and if anything, it's maybe even more beneficial to projects outside of DeFi because it adds that DeFi element, already built into the contract. And so Splinterlands is an amazing example of this. So Splinterlands is, and again, I hate to keep harping on this, but with them being a play-to-earn game, they have about 150,000 people in their Discord. They're massive. I mean, they have more daily volume than Axie Infinity. So it's only going to be a matter of time before they're, the top dog in terms of what people have heard about and know, especially in the next bull run. But again, that's not financial advice. But yeah, look into it for sure. But so my point is that they have a massive community, but they don't know hardly anything about DeFi. And so by having this generator contract, now you're able to get your foot dip your toe in the water of what it means to be into DeFi, while simultaneously providing amazing locked liquidity for the protocol. I mean, again, we use the SPS, which is their native token. They're called Splinter Shards. So the SPS BNB LP, and all of Binance Smart Chain, they had about $1 million of liquidity, which is fairly low for the amount of people involved in that ecosystem, and we were able to add 20% to their liquidity in 7 days. I mean, just think about that. I mean, and again, the beauty of Detonator as a service is there's really no downside. Like we're creating a self-contained reward mechanism for adding liquidity to any protocol, whatever it might be. So it's really revolutionary, and yeah, I think any project can benefit without really any downside because again, the LP has to come from somewhere. So not only is it new buying pressure on the LP, but now you're locking up the LP. So now it's a buy and essentially reducing the circulating supply at the same time. And now you're providing deep liquidity. And even for us, by taking fees, typically we don't want to sell the native token ever. But with Detonator as a service, at least when we do have to take profit in the native token, now there's a lot more liquidity to do it without hurting the protocol. So we're essentially building our own exit liquidity as well. So it's just so everywhere you look at it, it's just so bullish. I mean, I get really excited. Sorry, but yeah. So yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's say I was running a protocol and it's just a normal protocol, not a rebase token, nothing, just a normal token.
For sure.
I would take your Detonator and I would put it on my protocol. People would enter with my native token into an LP, pay a tax. Where do the rewards? Where would they come from?
Yeah, so that would be the only risk. Like you would have to if you're gonna do it just as a native token LP without any other reward mechanisms, then it would be more of a quote unquote Ponzi, where you would have to either fund the contract from your dev fees or like there still has to be some sort of outside revenue coming in to make the contract live up to its full potential. But I mean, we've even talked about, and this is some super alpha for your channel only. We've even talked about doing this sort of a contract with Blue Chip LP. So it would be like
Wait. Blue Chip LP.
Yeah. So meaning
let's go into that a little bit.
Yeah, totally. So we would use the rewards from like just Pancake Swap and Cake rewards from any of the Blue Chip LP pools that they have. Use that as our reward mechanism and do our own detonators. Again, we would call them something different. But now you could have exposure to BTC, XRP, whatever blue chip you would want. And we're getting fees, the dev fees, that 2 to 4% would go right to our treasury. So yeah,
that's a smart contract right there.
Yeah.
You're gonna find some whales.
That is a smart contract.
No, that is on the map. So again, I mean, not only can we continue to provide Detonator as a service, but we can also utilize it even more in our own ecosystem. So
smart.
EJ, I'd also like to thank you. I totally forgot for hosting the Truth Seekers seed round. So
yes, brother, no doubt. No, for sure, bro.
Thank you for that.
And you guys
open to it.
Yeah, man. No, we had you on for the AMA, and we were talking about it in our own AMA today. And I'd love for more info from you, Dao King. But you guys are over halfway through your raise, right? I mean, time's running out, bro. I love it. So yeah. You want to share any alpha with that, or we're close, huh?
Yeah, we're really close. It's a little bit higher than what the number shows. It's I think it's 520, but it's actually 570 because Red Light Finance is a new chain. It's a gasless chain, and they invested $50,000 directly into our treasury, and we're partnered with them now, and we're gonna be doing a lot of wallet watcher systems and audits, and they're already from all the new projects that have come on board with them. So it's actually amazing. They're amazing. So we've got that. And
I'm still holding out, Dao King.
What?
I'm still holding out.
You're still holding out? But you're going to be managing the treasury. It's not a good look.
I have a small bag, but I'm trying to put a big bag.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay. You take your time.
I got the little bag in already, but I want to put the big bag in. Red light almost got me fucking trigger finger. And I was like, I got to beat them. And my wife's like, no, just wait. And I was like, no, I think it's a good deal. And she's like, no, just wait one more day. I'm like, no.
Well,
And
make
then
sure you
Lane
use
Hillbilly,
the
I
EMP.
got Lane Hillbilly's wallet, so he didn't invest. So
Yeah, I haven't put any money in yet. That's
Oh
crazy.
man, you got hey,
You
all
guys-
you guys are asleep.
Jeez.
I got my bag in, and I was gonna say, Brando, when you're ready, use the EMP affiliate link, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
I got the link, don't worry. I got a
Awesome, man.
special link.
Yeah.
And then Yabonks, he's got a small bag over there, but you know, he's got farm animals to worry about. So
No, I mean I appreciate you guys, but like
Working on a budget.
Well, listen, the red light is a big deal. They got 77,000 people in their community. That's not a joke, and it's expanding rapidly because there's about 20 to 30 new projects coming every month on their chain. Red light might end up being one of the biggest chains in the next bull run. I mean, I'm thinking about buying red light. I went from like truth seekers to like, whoa, what like red light's up like 8x from when they like launched in a bear market. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, what am I missing? How did I miss this?
Red light caught me just off guard too. Like they came out of left field for me, dude. I had no idea who they were, and then I looked into it and I'm like, dude, this thing's growing fast. Like what is this thing?
Red light's not,
but red light came
Huge
out the same time as like EMP, so you guys are like super late to the game.
Yeah, we are. But I'm still gonna buy some red light. I'm just, no gas token. They've been spending years to develop. It's just like mind blowing, and the fact that they want us to come in and help them with their audits and put the wallet watcher. They love the wallet watcher, and Harmony One is finally gonna put out a tweet tomorrow on Friday, the last day of our seed round. So they're a little slow. But a lot of people were like wondering if the partnership's real, which is like, what the hell's going on, guys? But yes, Harmony One is finally going to put out a tweet to like 500,000 of their Twitter followers. So yeah, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be really interesting to see where it all ends up tomorrow. But thank you again, AJ. You guys, you're awesome. You see the vision, and it's coming better. It's coming together better than I thought.
Yeah, man. No, we're excited for sure. So, and again, that's another big thing about EMP. Like, we're always trying to do a value add. I mean, obviously, we don't want people liquidating their assets in the protocol for other, speculative things. But if we can bring like solid opportunities, and MDB is a great example. I mean, we had them on with Infinity. They even gave away a bunch of whitelists to our VIPs, and that's up 3x today. So yeah, we're always into giving a red light nader. Yeah, so
That's what
funny.
you need.
Yeah,
You
bro.
need a red light nader.
Funny story. Again, I was keeping my mouth shut, but now I can't. So yeah, they have reached out. I mean, I originally said, I don't know if we're interested, but now after all you guys have said, we may have to open that conversation again.
I can introduce you. They're the nicest people. They understand DeFi at a very high level. They understand crypto at a very high level. They are
wow. All right.
You got to talk to these guys.
I'm loving what I'm hearing, Dao King. Hell yeah. So
and AJ, one thing we can guarantee you with Truth Seekers, we're not going to trade another protocol.
Yeah, totally.
Everything's going to be on either layer ones or whatever. So
yeah. Well, yeah. Let me know, Dao King. Make that introduction again for me. Yeah. I know it's in my DM somewhere, but yeah.
Owen ghosted us, man. Owen usually comes on.
Oh man.
Owen had food poisoning.
Oh, bummer.
Oh,
no. It's okay.
So
he's been offline for like 2 days.
Yeah, he was traveling and he said that he got some really bad food poisoning. I haven't even been able to connect with him much today.
So Owen's feeling a little sick today. So wish him well.
Yeah, Owen's another OG. I love Owen. I know Hillbilly, Owen. I mean, all of us that have been in the trenches. Man, we're trying, bro. Yes, totally. Yeah.
Magic Farm. It's magical.
Yeah,
You're in the
yeah.
Magic Farm.
Yeah, bro. We have over $1 million of TVL in the Magic Farm. I think
So-
we're the number one LP provider in Magic. So yeah, we love those guys.
Has Owen told you who
Jeez.
his biggest shareholder in Magic is? Magic Finance is?
I don't know if he has. Maybe. Am I
It's,
supposed to know?
it's me.
Dao
Is it?
King.
Oh, Dao King. Hell yeah, bro.
Dao King
Well,
made
there
it
you
a
go,
mission
man. Yeah.
like last week to fucking outdo
Did
Owen.
everything. I love it.
Now,
That's been
I'm
going
like
on for like
tracking his
weeks
wallet.
and
I'm like,
months.
he keeps buying.
so
He just
this
keeps
is the
buying,
problem.
man. I want to buy M share just because Dao King has bought so much M share because it's like a childish thing where I'm like, I want to have some because you have some. Like I don't want you to have all of it. Like it's like no logic, no tokenomics involved, just like
No
childhood
tokenomics.
jealousy kind of thing. Yeah, none.
So,
Yeah.
so AJ, my investment in Magic Finance so far has been going extremely poor.
Yeah, I love it. Oh,
And I
that's
told
awesome.
you to stop buying.
Oh.
So I got to do something about that. I'm not sure what to do,
Oh,
but I don't want to dump on Owen and buy EMP. But maybe that has to happen at some point. We'll have to see. you
I don't know. What did it say? Buy the dip, right, Dao King? You're just
I've
buying
definitely
the
bought the
you're
dip.
buying the dippity dip, bro. Yeah, it just keeps going.
But I think Magic will be okay because they're creating real income.
They are. No, all
The
joking
best thing to
aside,
do, Dao King, is to split your assets 50-50.
You mean between what? What are you talking about?
EMP and Magic.
Oh, the two OGs of well, we can't forget Frozen
So,
Walrus.
so the two. So
too.
listen, the two Tomb Forks that are left. I mean, Bomb Money's dead. That was EMP's like competitor. They're dead.
Yeah.
They're fucking done.
Well, funny
Right.
story. That's how we got the EMP name. So I was hoping to have some friendly rivalry, and we just obliterated them. So again, what's better than a bomb and EMP? So there you
Oh,
go.
trust me, you don't want to
You
get
know.
into the story about me and Bomb. We'll pass that on for another day.
All right, Brando. Sorry, man. I'm getting you fired up.
Alex knows the story, but anyway,
I know it too. You
I
can
was
say
about
it.
to- I'm about to
Some
get your
people know
Bomb
the
Money
story.
sweatshirt, but
I'm
Oh, God.
still trying to donate it to you. It's never been worn. It's on a hanger in my closet. My wife's going to put it on Poshmark next week.
it's not like you wear shirts anyway.
I don't wear sweaters either. But my point is EMP and Bomb launched at the same time,
Mhm.
right around the same time. So I think Bomb launched in January. EMP launched early February, if I recall correctly.
You're right. You're 100% right, Brando. Yep. First
Okay.
week of February.
So I went from Bomb Money to EMP. So I invested about $70,000, $75,000 in the EMP. I was claiming so much money every 30 minutes. My wife told me to go sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, like $330 every 30 minutes.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I was
What?
selling the rewards straight to BNB.
Oh my god.
And then every 30 minutes, a couple, like $200 to $300 all night long. This is in Genpool.
Wow.
And I'm like, there's no way this thing printing. And AJ, everybody in Discord kept saying AJ's only available in Telegram. And I
So
said,
then you had to make one, right?
yeah. I swear to God. Ask anybody here, I'm technology stupid, right? So I'm trying to create a Telegram so I can tell my other buddies that are invested in EMP what's going on. And they're like, bro, you can't figure out Telegram? I'm like, I've never even heard of a Telegram, let alone a TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do I figure this shit out? So I created this Telegram, and you're in there talking to every single person in the Telegram.
Yeah, in the early days, bro, it was 24/7.
Yeah.
Totally.
All night, all day. And I'm like, you know what? I can go to sleep. My wife's like, you're not going to go to sleep with all that money invested. And I'm like, no, I feel comfortable. I literally shut the laptop on the couch and went to bed. I woke up with like $7,500 worth of rewards. Like, I didn't wreck it. I just kept selling like slowly, a couple $100 at a time.
Totally.
And there was like EMP's printing again. This is months later, March, April.
Yeah,
I'm
when
like,
we went on that crazy run. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, there's no fucking way EMP is still alive. Like, I fucking wrecked them. And they're like, nope. Still
No,
printing.
we kept on going. Yeah.
And I'm like, now we're in what, October almost? I told Alex about you guys early September. And when I told Lane Hillbilly about you guys in September, he's like, you know AJ? And I was like, no, I don't think AJ likes me.
No, Brando. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm like, there's no way AJ likes me. I'm like, I don't want to get on an AMA with AJ.
No, for sure, man. Well, and we've always said, it's okay to sell the reward token, e-share. That's how you take your profit. The one thing you don't want to do is sell EMP. I mean, that again, and even now, like people are, why is PEG going down? It's because all you guys and gals are selling EMP. Like, it's literally that simple. Like, the more buy pressure or just no sell pressure. It doesn't even have that buy pressure because of the Magik vaults.
Market.
And the market, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's literally that easy. And that's why the revenue streams are just so important. I mean, again, if we can get 5 to 10 Detonator as a service contracts up, which I think, I mean, my God, we already have like 5 in the pipeline. So
I already
10,
know.
yeah.
I know of 3 in the pipeline.
Yeah, well, and maybe again, I don't know, maybe some alpha. Somebody in this room may be a little interested in a Detonator as a service. But anyway, so yeah, I mean that alone could have literally tens of thousands of dollars in buying pressure on our peg, every single day. So it's just again, it's massive when you fully understand the potential. And again, I mean the only variable on that is our protocol is going to want to use it. Well, I mean, yeah, I would say so because again, Spinnerland's added $300,000 of liquidity in 7 days, and that's buying pressure on their token as well. So yeah.
Hey,
That's
guys.
huge. Yeah.
Yes.
And the nice thing is whenever like a project is like talking with me, I get a lot of projects asking me for advice on how to like implement like utilities, and they ask me like what does your audience like to see in a protocol in terms of like utilities, right?
Totally.
And it's an easy pitch to say Detonator as a service, right? Just as everybody's trending on the Horde's liquidity management system, right?
Exactly.
That's a DeFi as a service application that's doing so well for them. Such an easy sell right now for them, and it's generating them tons of revenue, right? You're doing something DeFi as a service wise that I think is just as promising, if not more. It's a very cool utility. It's gamified, and it puts the liquidity back into the protocol's hands. So like over time, it just gives the protocol more and more control over their own project, especially like a seniorage protocol where a lot of that liquidity is in the hands of the retail farmers.
Exactly, brother.
Yeah, I think it's a great a great service and product to offer other projects. It helps them, it helps you. It's a win-win. I think it's very clever.
Well, beyond anything, guys, please understand that this is not financial advice. You got to go do your own research. There's a lot of great information today, AJ, like a lot of really good information.
Right on, Dao King. Thanks, bro. Sometimes I get a little bit too complicated, but yeah, bro, I'm happy to be here, man.
You're awesome, and Brando really understands your protocol at a high level. So having you and him on here at the same time was actually really amazing for people who really want to dig deep in the trenches. You got to watch what Brando and AJ talk about here, because I don't think this information is even out there. I didn't even know. I assume that the team tokens, everyone's getting, and Brando, by the way, most of the teams are getting like from
8 tokens a day.
How many?
8 to 10 tokens a day.
Oh, more than that. You're there. That's low. I know protocols that are getting like 20 tokens a day, man. Like it's crazy numbers.
It depends on the DAO or whatever they call it or whatever, how long it's vested, 180 days, 365. Like the shorter the DAO is, the more tokens they get. Like AJ's project, they're getting like 1.2 tokens or less per day.
Yeah.
And like I follow AJ's wallet, their team wallets. They rarely sell any tokens. Like I'm like, AJ's so dedicated to this project. Like
Yes.
he makes money on the detonator, all that new stuff they're running. And I'm like, hold on. So I hit up Lame Hillbilly like literally like a month ago, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna get a detonator? And he's like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, hit up AJ. He's like super cool. He's like super easy to talk to. He's like, can you introduce me? I'm like, probably not, because AJ probably hates me because I dumped on him.
yeah. Brando's wallet. We know all about that wallet, right, Brando?
Yeah.
What the hell is Infinity? I haven't even figured out what Infinity shares are on MDB. I haven't had time. I should have asked my father.
I'm over 3x on my Infinity. And also, by the way, AJ and I, we covered their team token vesting and distribution in our AMA we did together. And AJ covered that extensively. I asked him, how is your team compensated? He laid it all out. You know, it verified what Brando is saying. Also, behind the scenes, Brando has been your biggest cheerleader. Honestly, since I've been talking with him, he has said nothing but good things about you as a person and about your protocol, EMP, and everything like that. So, Brando, for whatever you might think of his wallet or whatever, he's been your biggest cheerleader behind the scene.
I love it, man. Yeah, no doubt.
So, and tomorrow, Infinity Games is going live at 10:30 a.m. on James Pelton's channel. I'm probably going to pop there to party with them, have my morning coffee, get all hyped up. My Infinity tokens, I bought at pre-sale, are over 3x since I bought them, and I've staked them, and they're printing, I forget how many dollars per day worth of MDB. So that thing's just like the Infinity tokens just go nuts, dude. I'm freaking out. I'm super happy about it.
What is the Infinity token? How is that different than MDB plus MDB? Like, what is it?
It's basically the same exact contract, but like way more volatile. So like MDB is like I think like 2% fees. Like Infinity is like 6% fees. So it just makes it way more volatile. More
there's
Degen.
So there's 6% a buy and sell tax on the Infinity token.
I believe so. Yeah.
It's MDB. It's like MDB, but super Degen. So it's a much shallower liquidity. So it's more volatile. Its liquidity is like 80% to 20 ratio, and it's paired with Phoenix Plus, which is their more Degen version of MDB Plus. So the stable coin asset that it's paired with, which is Phoenix Plus, goes up much quicker. In fact, I finally got Inferno'd out of my Phoenix Plus position today, and that thing was just churning. Like I turned like $800 into like 1,000 in just a couple weeks, and it was awesome. So my Phoenix Plus position friggin' killed it. And that's what Infinity's paired with. So over time, it should increase the floor price of it while remaining extremely volatile from the shallow liquidity that it has to present opportunities for swing traders who want to do degen stuff. If they see a huge dip, they buy it. It can have like 50% swings in a day. Overall, though, I'm sitting at about 3x from where I started on it.
So Infinity is just a fun version of MDB Plus.
MDB Plus has like 0.75% in, 0.25% out. Phoenix Plus has 2% in, 2% out, approximately. And so it's a bigger hit if you get Inferno'd out. It's gamified too. So if it randomly will kick wallets out of it into MDB Plus. So it's like if you're looking for something fun that's a little more it's like MDB Plus on steroids with a little gamification to it. And that's what Infinity is like, a super degen version of MDB, but paired with Phoenix Plus, and it's super shallow liquidity volatile. It's fun, man. And all of the taxes for Phoenix or for Infinity, it's like 5% buy tax, 5% sell tax, 5% transfer tax, 5% stake, 5% unstake tax, and all those taxes go to buy back MDB and pay those out as rewards to all the people staking and farming them. So it's constantly buying back.
So all of these things are going back. The taxes are going back to help NDB, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. It's like the way Danny describes it. He says it's like an additional engine to drive MDB and connect all the pieces and really drive its buying back and burning, and also buying back and rewarding to the people who are locking it up, staking.
And it's buying the NDB from the pools to give back in the farms. Is that right? From the liquidity pool. That's why MDB always looks like it has someone buying it. It always.
Yes.
It's pretty brilliant in a way, like what Danny's come up with. It's like this whole ecosystem is tied together in this weird way that we've never seen before with multiple tokens. I'd like to implement something like this. I just don't know. I can't get my head around it.
I can really break down each aspect of it because I've gone so deep into this. Not now. But I mean, privately, me and Brando can get shirtless with you, and then we can really run down into the weeds. And AJ, I know you've got you released this alpha on our AMA that you actually are partnering with MDB more than what you've already done, but you've got something coming down the pike with them, don't you?
I do, yes, Alex. Man, what a great segue, brother. I'll give you your tip later, man. But yeah, no, that is, and so yes, we are in bed with the MDB community. Danny, the Godfather, he's a great guy, and yeah, Dao King, you got to do a whole video with him directly, bro. But yes, we are launching the EMP or MDB EMP NFT. So it will be our first NFT project. And what will happen is the raise, all the money collected in the raise will go into our protocol. And then we use the reactor and the eShare token to pay rewards without hurting PEG, because again, we didn't want to have sell pressure on PEG even through Detonator. So it's utilizing reactor and our farms. And so by holding the NFT, you get MDB and eShare dropped right to your wallet every week or every month. We haven't determined the distribution, but they did a similar model with their Infinity NFT, and it sold out in literally 3 seconds. Yeah,
like 3 seconds,
even have a
dude.
Chance to buy it. Yeah.
How do you buy this in 3 seconds? I don't even understand. How are we going to buy this, Alex?
It was like 30 seconds, but I was on the live stream. It was like me, Austin, James Pelton, Danny, and dude, I was literally trying to buy as quick as I could, and before I could even unlock my ledger, they were all sold out.
I just don't know how we're gonna buy it. These things go out so quick. I want this. I want this NFT.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we'll let you know. I think we might do some whitelist spots to get people a chance to get in early. We have a ton on the table, so yeah, we'll do a whole nother round when we're ready. We're shooting for by the end of October. So
let's
do
it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Come
on
ready.
the show with the Godfather. Come back.
Yeah, bro, that'd be amazing. Oh, I would love that. Let's do it, bro.
And then send me some of those NFTs right away.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we'll see what we can do, Dao King. You got it, man. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think my wallet's bigger. I need those NFT privileges before you, Dao King.
Oh man.
Well, and the artwork is badass too. I mean, I'm not really a PFP NFT guy. I could care less about the art, even though I'm an artist. I mean, I never would buy $1 million JPEG. It's just not gonna happen. But the artwork is really badass, and it has amazing utility. So, and Hillbilly, you guys are launching your NFTs too, right, bro? Yeah.
We are indeed. Probably end of day tomorrow. We are launching our Walrus Anglers Club.
killer, man. I knew it was soon. I didn't know it was that soon. So yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta,
man. I'm actually
I gotta get over
uploading
there.
all of my NFTs. I'm uploading all of them right now to the Amazon server. It was about 35 gigs. I've never
Wow.
done an NFT, so I'm learning as I go. I usually do that. If I can do it for free, I'll teach myself how to do it.
Yeah.
So how many NFTs you got, Lane Hillbilly, that are going on, and what's the market price? What are we looking at as far as that goes?
So we've got 4 phases. The first phase is 2,500 NFTs, and they will go for $100. And then everything goes towards
Walrus share, W share,
USDC.E, and
Okay.
and these actually will be. So I'm working with a guy named Sean, who's big in some of our communities. He lives out in New Zealand, and he's actually for 2 or 3 years has been full time in moving mining equipment through shipping and receiving. So he gets extremely optimal pricing, and so he's always wanted to do this kind of mining as a service, which is what we're looking into. But we're starting with Walrus Anglers Club, and we're going to be purchasing a couple farms and start mining Kadena. And of course, those NFTs will be paying out rewards with the Kadena profit. So it's a completely self-sustaining protocol, and I actually love these mining NFTs. And speaking of the artwork, the Hydro Wells artist, I don't know if you all know about Hydro Wells, but they're an extremely successful mining protocol similar. Their artist who has developed our over 200 traits of NFTs, so they're pretty badass walruses.
Very cool.
I mean, you know what's amazing
That's
about
awesome.
all of this is we're in a bear market and we're talking about all the winners.
Oh yeah,
Indeed.
dude.
For sure, Dao King.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
You know, like
Brando, DeFi's not dead.
DeFi's not dead.
I mean, my name says it all. Like, there's a market today, like, that you have to like navigate. Like, people ask me all the time, why is DeFi
Yeah.
dead? I'm going back to like January, February. Like, AJ can relate. Like,
Totally, bro.
But
this
Brando,
shit
This
was
is my
popping.
third bear market, bro. Trust me, I was shitting my pants on my first 2.
Right.
It never gets
Yeah.
any easier, bro. But
Yeah.
it's all cyclical, man. We're
Yeah,
gonna
so
be
you
having
gotta
a way
find ways.
different conversation.
Yeah, you got to find ways to like navigate the market to make money. And like, I'm honestly not invested in anything that's in DeFi right now. Like, I tell people all the time, like, you got to navigate the market, figure out where you can make money. Like, right now I'm leverage trading. I'm doing rather well for myself. Like, I post my trades all the time.
after
And
he
like,
makes his money, though.
yeah, you can make money in leverage trading, even small trades. Like, I'll take a $25 win over a fucking $50 loss. You know what I mean? Like,
But let me ask you this, Brando, and let me ask you all this question. Today, something happened in crypto that I think was kind of monumental, and I think it's not being talked about at all. What happened today in crypto was the stock market completely collapsed. It went down like about 3%. I mean, I track the stock market. I'm in the stock market. I had stocks completely destroyed today, 10%, 20%, 5%, all across the board, even the blue chips. And then I'm like going to my crypto and it looks like nothing's happened.
so there's a trick to the market right now. So we have until tomorrow to close above 20,500 or 20,250 or something like that, somewhere. If we don't close above that tomorrow, we're going to 16,880. I've been saying this for weeks. Nobody believes me. We have
I
to
believe you.
close.
I've always believed you.
We have to close this week, tomorrow, above 20,000. If we don't close Bitcoin above 20,000, we're going to see 16.
I still think we're going down to like.
But that
12.
still doesn't explain what happened today.
There's no explanation. I mean,
I'm going to give you an explanation. I have a theory.
give it to me.
You think?
I'm going to give you the theory. There is worldwide turmoil. You got a war going on in Russia and Ukraine.
Right.
You got the British pound imploding. You got all these other currencies around the world imploding. The German government just did this massive
10%. Yep.
that they're doing. So what's going on? People are panicking, right? And what are people doing? My opinion, there's people moving into crypto because they're going to themselves, well, if the British pound is about to implode or has imploded, why don't I just plow my money into Bitcoin? Because you got to remember one thing. Even though the British pound has fallen right now, their Bitcoin hasn't really fallen. If you're holding Bitcoin and you're in England and you have British pounds, you just saw the value of your pound go down, but your Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks has actually held up pretty strong. So that's a bullish sentiment to you. We're in America and it's priced in dollars, so we don't really see it. For us, it's kind of like, all right, whatever. But to them, in British pounds, its actually value has gone up. So have most cryptocurrencies to people around the world. Around the world, people are looking at cryptocurrencies going, this is the only asset I have that I have access to that's going up. This is a psychological sea change, number one. Number two, cryptocurrencies are doing something different than stocks and bonds and all these things because they have utility. Your Disney share and your Tesla share do not have utility. There's nothing you can do with it. And they're easily tradable and transferable. You can't trade your Disney stock or your Tesla stock right now. There is, I think, this is the day, mark it on your calendar. I think something has shifted in crypto forever on this day.
You think it's the decoupling?
No,
start
it's
of it?
10-1. It's 10-1. I've been saying this for like a week. I can share it. Like,
okay.
Yep, 10-1 is going to be basically it's the make or break of the market.
I think it's going to go up. Personally,
yeah, it's going up. It's going up. Like I've told people this for weeks. Like
financial advice.
Obviously, it's not financial advice, but I'm obviously longing the market. Like obviously, to over 21,000. I'm in a trade right now with $9,000 on a long.
That's
so
for you,
what leverage? What leverage?
125x.
Ah!
He's gonna be a millionaire off this trade tomorrow. It's gonna make $1 million off.
But I'm confident. I'm confident enough to base that off of what's going on in the market and the conditions. Like I opened this trade. I was on the phone with my whale buddy Colin. That's like a mega whale. He owns like 30,000 Bitcoin. And I get a lot of signals from him because obviously he can control the market. But at the same time, he's like, bro, he's like, this is the bottom. He's like,
I think so too.
We go up from here. And everyone's like, no, 16.8 is the bottom. I'm like, yeah, 16.8 is on the table. But we need a world event, like a massive event to get us back down that low. Like, something has to happen, like either fucking Korea bombs China or whatever the fuck goes on in the world. Like, I don't even watch the world news anymore because it's fucking lame. But something's got to go on to get us down to 16.8.
I agree with you, man. And, guys, we're about an hour and 20 minutes. I'd like to thank you guys spending another evening with us here. Lame Hillbilly, AJ, Brando, Yabonks, and everyone else out there. This was it was great seeing you, AJ. We definitely want to have you back anytime you want. I definitely want to have a one-on-one talk with you. Maybe we do it with Godfather with the NFTs because that would be killer.
I love that idea, bro. Yeah, and thank you for having me, guys. I feel like part of the crew. And yeah, man, anytime you want me back, I'm happy to be here. And yeah, let's plan that. I mean, again, we're shooting for the end of October, so that would be perfect timing. Maybe, another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we can hype up that launch. You're going to want to get your NFTs, man. Again, we haven't decided yet on the mint run. It'll definitely be more than the Infinity, just because they sold seconds, but we're going to try to keep it really exclusive as well. So, yeah, man. Appreciate
I'm excited. I want them. I want as many as I can get.
Yeah, man.
So you better buy some EMP while it's cheap, Dao King is what he's telling you.
There you go. Not financial advice, Brando, right? But yeah, man, we're building.
I'm just telling you, I'm DCAing in little by little, because I still got How many ETH did I buy the other day? I'm at $75,000 worth of ETH. So I need to pair it up with somewhere. I'm gonna buy some EMP. I'm looking for an entry. I'm not gonna lie, the chart's right here. Hold on, let me put the fucking chart back up over on this bitch. Hold on. Let me see. There's my chart.
Oh my god, dude.
Look, that's all the charts right there. Look, I got that shitty ass fucking walrus share over there. Oh, sorry.
No. Oh no. Dude, Frozen, I mean, W shares are looking really cheap right now. I was actually looking at them today. I was like,
Yeah, I mean, the NFTs and the project itself was actually going to be putting buy pressure on Walrus share throughout the entire minting process. I do understand Brando's position, but there is a lot of things that Frozen Walrus is doing.
let me see where this Frozen Walrus is that Brando is. Oh, we lost Brando. Where is it? It's okay. We'll figure it out. Anyway, guys, we got to get going. We got wives that are mad at us, kids that want to play, and all sorts of funny things. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining, and we will talk to everyone soon. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
guys.